some other say. Sorry, it took a while. It took a while. I also fell asleep a little bit. お待たせ、ホテルでございます。Hey, hey, hello, Junji, Yahoo! Thanks for joining. よいしょ。よいしょ。そう、ホテルです。お茶作ってた。うん。Oh, there's a train. Trains. You can actually pick train from here. Sorry, because I feel the bathtub. I don't know if you can see. There's fog on the window. ちょっとね、お風呂入れたらちょっと湯気がかわいいでしょ。えへへへ。ありがとう。Nice hotel room. Thank you. Let me make more tea. ありがとう。Yeah. It's my hotel room. The usual hotel I stay at in Kyoto. No, thank you so much for continuing your watch. Arigato. Hey, Rachel, thank you. Sleep is good. What does WF? What was that? WFH? What the? Yeah, sorry, Ragnar, you're having meetings. You have to go to office all day. I understand. No worries. Thank you so much for helping. Appreciate it. ありがとう。いやー、今日はちょっと早く寝ようかなと思って、明日のために。明日大阪行くし。I command your self-control by not drawing an obscene image on window. Hey, good. How is the day going so far? It's good, thank you. Got a good trip to Kyoto. It's been, yeah. I did eat well. I had brunch. I got really sleepy during the day. But it's all fine now. ちょっと座ろうかな。ちょっとね、疲れちゃったんだけど。ね、眠たくなったりとかしちゃったんだけど、なんとかうまくいっております。明日大阪のポッドキャストが出演があるから、それで今日でございます。Hi, hi. After dark today, I wanted to pop in. Wish you well. Okay. Jacob Shinjuku. Don't forget about the name. Jacob Shinjuku. Yeah, there are two beds, and I was just taking a nap over there, so I'm gonna take a deep sleep over here. Yes. Sorry, I don't speak Chinese. Is that Mandarin? It's good. Feel much better. I missed your chat. Yeah, お疲れ。仮面ライダーか。みんな仮面ライダーかってデジモンのこと言ってる。デジモンか仮面ライダーか。いてててて。こんばんは、寿司さん。やっほー。お疲れ様で仕事屋さん。あら、やっぱこの時間だけちょっと早めにすると日本人の人もやっぱり入りやすい。疲れた。Sorry, I'm just resting. Nothing much to inform. Like I had a photo shoot. Maybe you saw it on Instagram story. I had a photo shoot. Hey, automated. Hello. I was like really holding on to tell you the thing about. I mean, because like you might know, but actually, I was like talking to moderators the day the new account appeared that this person sounds like they had like a weird chat we used to have because the way they talk about money. So it was kind of funny that they try to reveal. Yeah, the kind of also like such a waste that I was like trying not to say anything because they were at least like being financially supportive. Now it's just such a everyone knew. It's so laughable. Yeah, the thing that the person saw, like we all believed. Everyone knew. Yeah, everyone knew. Like I have even I can have a screenshot of like moderator. Yeah, Discord. Yeah, what was the cosplay you were dressed at? Oh, which one? The B one? 都会のホテルが高い。ほう。東京だとホテル行かないかな。Had any good in Kyoto? Yes, the brunch was really nice. I cannot wait to post photos and videos. That was very busy. Like your favorite temple and shrine? I haven't been temple and shrine in Kyoto this time. They close already like by 5. I have been all the major ones. I guess I like the red torii. It's just visually very stunning. And all those touristy places in Kyoto, they have really bad connection. よいしょ。4.5 万。高っ。高っ。Devo Award voting is now live. Please vote for Kaho. Oh, right. Sorry, that was stream element. Yeah, I saw like they might have been like bothering you too, Odo. I was wondering. Yeah, because when the person appeared, I really got that same vibe. And you know, the person was pretending to be like their sister and their wife too. I don't know if they do exist. So yeah, it just you can just tell by the way you talk about the vibe. But yeah, I didn't want to bother you. But yeah. Yeah, I just didn't say anything because they were being financially supportive. I was like, okay, that's not really an issue now. If they started bothering people by throwing DMs, because like I think, yeah, their worst trait was like just all the DMs. I think that was the most annoying part. Nah, not just to me, but to everyone. But at least they're not trying to scam anybody. Well, kind of, not financially. But until that was gonna happen, I was like, okay, just like, let's just keep the subs. 建築物の科学。へえ、研究する先生で。あれ、ボランティアは週末だけなんだっけ？仕事屋さんは。普通のホテル 4.5 万円ってえぐい。まあコロナ中は安かったもんな。どこのホテルも。Is that cute road hotels? Oh yeah, this is like a hotel rob. Yeah, I put the crib here. Oh, it is recent. Yeah, it's just I feel kind of secondhand embarrassment by their like a big reveal because everyone knew. Yeah, I was just technically encouraging subs. Anyhow. Big reveal. I know. Do you actually do sing dun dun dun? Like, seriously? Like, seriously? That's why you believe it. You saw you could keep lying about things like, oh, I have 9. Everyone could tell you're 9. So, it's not a big reveal. Everyone knew. It was no harm. Just getting sabs. That was it. マスクしてる、マスクしてる。チークはマスクしてる。インフルか。I'm doing a bad job darking. The tea made me comment. it feels nice. 土日だけ、平日は、へえ、素敵。町工場なんだ。I'm getting green tea. There's also hoji tea, but I haven't opened that. Usually you can find at least 2 tea bags for you in a hotel room. This is obviously a hotel room for 2, so I got 4 tea bags. Yeah, Saiko-san, thank you. Are you relaxing in the evening? Yeah, still right here. Russia, cool. Спасибо. インフにかからないでしょ。本当？そうなの、まあどっちみち花粉症だからね、しっかりマスクはしますわ。That was smart. Too bad. Shinjuku there also. Jacob Shinjuku. Why did you type in? Space Viking. Why is it got censored? No more 69. Sorry, Brian. That was a tea bag. Nice. Yeah, they kind of ruined that for them. They kind of ruined that. Now there's no point of accepting them. Yes. Hi. Extra, thank you. How was your day? I've been good. Thank you. Yeah, we are all waiting to pretend and like be helpful as long as they're being helpful. It's so embarrassing. I have this huge secondhand embarrassment. I even said, like, in the Discord group for moderators, I mentioned, yeah, the speech style felt like him. ... Talking about money and all. It just, the money speech was really just very sad. Who talks like that? Who talks like, hey, I got money kind of stuff? Like, who talks like that? Really weird. That was tea bag. Thank you, John. Hi, pizza. Welcome back. Arigato. Thank you. I got 2 water bottles too. Yeah, it's a room for 2. Very good. ... Yeah. Of course, it would be nice. Yeah. If that wasn't the case, like, you don't want to just like keep doubting people. It could be you, but it just validates like all the lies they have made in the past that they refused to be taken as lies. It's just, wow. I thought they wanted to continue. I'm out of the loop. Can someone tell me we're gossiping about? It's just, they think when they want to reveal it's a lie, they said, oh, it's a lie, like, I know. When they're not admitting, you can still tell those are lies. They all sound like the same people. Now it's just very validating. In any case, I'm not a fan of drama. Yeah. I mean, like, I think this is gonna be the last time I'm talk about it. Yeah. At least like they have that, you know, some pride. It's not. What I hated about that person was they try to make it everything about themselves. When I'm the streamer, right? It should be about me. That's the thing I hated. They try to demand attention. From direct messages even. I think that's why they start making up lies, so that I feel bad and try to reply back. Like, hey, I got in the car accident, then I feel bad and like, you know, try to be nice. I think it's just gotten more and more attention seeking, and the lies became bigger and bigger. Like, if their sister or wife comes out, I feel obligated to reply back, right? Like, oh, hello, thank you so much for messaging for them, right? And obviously you could tell those are nice, but still it wouldn't be nice for me not to reply back, just as a human being, given the situation. So despite the fact it was very, it just became too odd not to point out anymore. Yeah, it was just annoying. Just stop demanding attention. It's not about you, it's about me. If you want attention, just start your own stream. They're understandable. Thank you, John. Like, the reason why you're streaming is like you want to talk to everybody at the same time. You don't want to do like send one message to just a particular person. Like, if you want to talk about something, just talk together. All of us. I don't do private messaging. I keep saying that, chat. I don't reply back to any private messaging. I kind of snap even, like, you know, to my business clients, happy Valentine's Day, when they're not replying back to business matters. Like, no, stop, forget Valentine's Day. I hate replying back to personal stuff. Yeah, that when being involved with Kaho's business. Yeah, just stick to business, please. Don't make it personal. Yeah, I haven't replied back to any like a personal messages, even from people I work with. Like, hey, oh, you can tell that, oh, this is probably about their personal life. Even sometimes I get messages like, hey, Kaho, I want you to help me with something. And they're not saying what something is. I just don't reply. I just don't reply back. Despite the fact that I work with them, I don't reply back. Because if it's business related, they will probably send more messages. Saying like, okay, here's a thing. I want you to take a look at this and that. When they're not saying much, it could be personal stuff. I don't reply back. Yes, so they liked attention and got a bit addicted to that. Yeah, but as you said, they didn't seem to wish anyone harm. Yeah, like I think the reason why, well, I didn't do anything was because, well, they were still being like a financial support in chat, so why not? You're still supporting. But it just became more toxic and toxic. Oh, okay, that's it. Just causing harm to other people, not just me. Okay, so here are my feelings. Yeah, when messages, I don't remember much. I don't remember the content. I got a message like, oh, I feel so angry, or I think like something happened personally, like personal life, probably dating life. I feel angry or something like that. Like I got some messages. And I still didn't reply back. That was not from a girl. No. Yeah, guys kind of have to deal with that. Thank you, Space Viking. Thank you, 69 bits. Arigato. I think honestly it's kind of weird. Give some like a romantic advice to the opposite sex when they are heterosexual. It could probably like, I don't know. Some people think that like by giving them advice like, oh, like there's a better woman for you, or you deserve somebody better, then they might think like I'm hitting on them when I'm just being nice. It could bring like me trying to take care of their romantic life could bring misunderstanding that I've been trying to get into their romantic life. So I think it's safer that I don't really get into that talk. We all go through things in life. Yeah. Yes, I think it's just safer not to get into personal stuff. You never know. You could get involved when you're not really technically involved. People make assumptions. They're just creeping on you. I don't know. I don't know. I think they might just want opinion from the opposite sex because they are dating opposite sex. But yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to potentially bring any harm to myself. Because if I was dating somebody which I'm not interested, yeah. But if I was dating somebody and that somebody is talking to somebody else whose gender is like of their sexual interest, about like, hey, this is my new girlfriend, and like here is that and that. If they're talking about our relationship with another girl, I would feel offended, right? I don't want to potentially upset anybody. I don't know if I'm ever gonna meet their girlfriend, but still, it feels weird. I don't want to get involved. My therapist is female. We never fought like cats and dogs, but she's married, so the single male perspective she admits. She will never understand. People like to take people's kindness from weakness. Yeah, to dragon. I think that is why like, there is a saying, always more fish in the sea. Easy way to say, look to new horizons. Kaho had to turn down Jacob Shinjuku. Like, it really weirded out. One time I was told, I'm pretty sure they were just sharing, but like, oh, my girlfriend, she's not really, I forgot how the phrasing was, like, she was not sexually responsive. Like, oh, like, I'm too old for that, but she's not interested in the activity. And apparently, like, she offered to, like, oh, why don't you, like, get it from somewhere else? And I just even, like, felt wrong listening to it. Like, you never know. It could be. It would sound like, I don't want to, like, encourage, like, oh yeah, why don't you get it from somewhere else? And then it could sound like I'm encouraging infidelity, or it could sound like I'm offering to it. It felt really awkward, so I just, like, immediately tried to change this conversation. Really weird. Hi, Exron. That's just way too much information, right? It's like, I don't want to know. And I never spoke to your significant other, so I don't know. Like, maybe she said that in a joking way. I don't know how serious they are when they say something like that. Oh, why don't you get it from somewhere else? Like, well, I'm too old for this. Or like, you never know. I don't think they actually mean them, but I don't know them. Thank you, Mako-chan, 50 biddies. Arigato, Hotel Getto. Yeah, somewhere else, right? The Red Rock District. I don't know. You can catch something from there, Gritch, right? It's really weird. So, apparently, according to the guy, that his girlfriend is saying that you can get, like, sexual needs from somewhere else. Like he's got a green light or something. That feels weird. Like, even, like, bring it up. You know, the person is engaged in the relationship would be my thought. Honest competition with them, but do you really want to get involved? I know I didn't want to get involved, so I just, like, immediately changed the subject. Like, yeah, well, you don't want to risk it, and then just moved on. Felt really weird. Edimba, thank you. Arigato, gifting us out. Like, it best not to get involved with some of the personal topics, honestly. Even just, like, listening those stories, and given my history, given my, like, older career, you know, people can probably assume, like, you know, a lot of people joke about it, and whenever I appear on, like, a YouTube video when I'm just talking about an anime, but they're like, oh, they might have been doing it. I think just because the image that I create from, like, my 60 photos. So people can, their minds can just fly to the conclusion. I really don't want to hear anybody's personal stories at all, like, especially romantic ones. The play version doesn't work. Depending if the plays test girls for diseases. This is like, I like being a helmet. My gold response is I see awkward silence. Awkward silence. Okay, let me get more tea. I like to make more tea. Also, I need to go wash my cosmetics. Is there any country you have not been that you want to visit? I have actually some event offers in 2026 already. I'll use it as a belt. I'm the last of my big friend group that isn't married. I do admit it's hard to be relatable. I don't complain. They pass her. Yes. Okay, now it's warmer. I'm gonna slow this out. Later on, this is a PJ. Hotel isn't too bad. I'm gonna take a look. Do you wanna take a look? よいしょ。よいしょ。ここが It's a bathroom. There's a toilet over here. I don't know how hot that is. Let me check. I just fill it out just to have the moisture in the air. It's like it could be like a humidifier. Oh, mother, it's hot. Okay, 暑い。めっちゃ暑かった。Two single bed is a flex at any hotel stay. One big bed is also good, but not a lot of single ones. This one, the hotel was cheaper on Agora. Agora が一番安かったここ。Now, they don't have like a big bath, like a big public bath that you get to go, but still, like, I like privacy, so just being able to take a bath here, not bad. I brought my own shampoo this time, the sample shampoo, cherry blossom scent, repair smooth shampoo, because like, you know, hotel shampoo can suck really badly. Two single bed always feel kind of a waste. Yeah, I usually try to book a room with a double bed or instead of a variable. Me too. I like to have like a bigger bed. But you know, when you get to have 2 water bottles, why not? Always bring my Steam Deck in small hotels. I'm just gonna touch my bones. I can kill time. I can sleep. I can stream too. Excellent. Now, 2 big beds, a lot of space, and a nice bath and a shower would be perfect. There's a shower too. ホテル大体これだよな。このシャンプーだよね。スパみたいな匂いするの。あんま取れないな。Yeah, this soap always like doesn't take away a lot. It doesn't clean up fully. You usually don't get that kind of free stuff. There usually is a waste bottle waiting in a room, but it costs €5. No way, that's worse than Vegas. I think. I don't even touch water in Vegas in a hotel. Don't even try. I brought a lot of samples, the cosmetics. 一応ね、サンプルいっぱい持ってきた。I don't know where I got this, but yeah, a lot of samples. They're not pink, so I want to use them all. ファンデーションでしょ? It's a primer, yeah, foundation primer, serum, double concentrate serum, because I have podcast appearance tomorrow, so I want to look good, yeah. The free water bottle is cruel, because you never know, especially if you get sick, need quick hydration. Oh right, you cannot really trust tap water? Well, in Germany, you can't trust tap water, right? I'm not sure about in America. Depends on the state, maybe? 線があった。Cleansing form. Primer, moisture essence. Moisture balance essence, the two? I have no idea. 導入美容液と保湿美容液。Okay. Oh, what outfit did you decide on that? Oh, like a white dress. Oh yeah, I have to take that out. Thank you so much, Odo. This one is, okay, oil. Okay. And contact lenses. Depending on state, here in Memphis, we have the best tap water. Oh, cool. Proud tap water. Yeah, tap water is free to drink here in Germany, but I prefer sparkling. Oh, you like pop. Okay. Yes. All right. I have reverse. Welcome, Fortune Chow. Going with the white dress. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, show. Oh, Shreepy and Shreepy. Shreepier and Shreepier. Yeah, I can drink from tap water too. I got one more bottle, but let me use tap water because I'm making tea. I'm not just drinking water itself. It's gonna change some flavor. If it's a flavored water, give me tap water. Just grow, just grow. Whew. By night, that in the morning, you get to see more trains. Like last time I show you, like I stream in the morning, right? Just to show you the trains. Very say-so style, thank you. And I also brought the dress. Well, it's extra PJ, but you can actually wear that dress just to toss it out. So that I'll have empty, almost empty suitcase. Wait a sec. Where's the light here? Correct, tap water always tastes a little boring. Gotta have bubbles in it. Extra flavor is now needed. Even this jacket is a little bit old. I'm ready to toss it, but it's very cold here. 寒いんだよな。やっぱ寒いわ。京都。よいしょ。Is it too bright, Chow? Good, let's hurrah for the jacket. Yeah, good. I might be hoping I'm going back to LA at the end of next month. However, Chow, that's end of next month, and it's also LA, so yeah. Do I need that hot jacket? But it's always cold during the flight. I might need the jacket. Hey, morning mystic. I don't know how I got sick in Mexico. Yeah, I didn't drink any tap water, but swam in the oh. Huh. Damn, I'm so sorry. How sick were you? Socks? I don't have socks here. I don't have socks. This is for tomorrow. The white dress, nice and simple. I kind of want to eat brunch again, different brunch in Kyoto. Oh, the podcast from 2 p.m. I guess I can make it. Yeah, it's like just like 30 minutes from, just to get to Osaka region, it's 30 minutes from Kyoto. And from there, I think it was like 15 minutes by car. Less than 50 minutes. This should be fun. As long as you can make it, go for it. Thank you. 明日大阪行って、そう先にでもな It's like extra travel. Maybe I can find something good in Osaka. The food place I tried, that was in a department, so it was good access. It was actually pretty good. How was the flight? Everything went okay? There's no flight, Paro. It was just train. Bread train. Shall you win best cosplay? I want to. I definitely want to see. Even now that I got, hopefully that QB cosplay would help too. That could bring more attention and maybe people find my account from FGC and find my pin post about best cosplay. 虫？嘘、ベッドの下？怖い怖い怖い。メジャーなホテルはないんじゃない？ Probably not gonna IKEA. IKEA is not really department, is it? IKEA can be in department store. Hey, Omega. The train was good. Yeah, nice and fast. We are in Kyoto. This is Kyoto, chat. Feel Kyoto. Well, there is actually the Japanese, what is it, origami, the frame. They try to have that Japanese vibe. Well, that's pretty much it. Never been on those like long train rides. Yeah, it was like almost 2 hours. 2 and 10 hours. Yeah, 2 hours and 10 minutes, something like that. Wait, really? I thought I changed it. No, I changed it though. No, at hotel. No, I thought I changed it earlier. It didn't change. At hotel in Kyoto. Thank you for mentioning that. I'm pretty sure I changed it earlier. Maybe Wi-Fi was not really working well. Sorry. It didn't change. No. I am in Kyoto now. Pink socks tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'll go to Osaka and eat lunch there. Maybe. Well, yeah, maybe. Yeah, traveling in Kyoto, because I did travel enough. I went to Arashiyama today. I haven't been there. Arashiyama, well, Yama means like mountain. You get to see so many mountains from that place, but it's a little bit far from central Kyoto. Though I kind of got tired from walking around. I didn't, walk. You can also take a bus, take trains, but it felt like a lot of travel. Then konbanwa, Miss Mark. Yeah, podcast is tomorrow. 今日ねちょっと遠いとこ行ったから明日はあんまり動きたくないかな。Just focus on podcast tomorrow and then find somewhere good to eat without needing to walk that much. Maybe perhaps robbery. Yeah, there was a lunch place I wanted to go, but it was closed today. And I already had brunch, so I wasn't hungry anyway, so I didn't mind. And I had dinner at this meat place. I had beef. For brunch, I had another ham. That looks really good. I can't wait to post on my Instagram story or TikTok. Oh, it feels good. This is tomorrow. Got to make sure your white dress is prepped. Right. And the talk. Like, I don't want definitely want the focus to be about just one path of myself or about the industry, but they already know. Well, hopefully they wouldn't try again. Imagine wearing kimono to the podcast. I don't know. I'm not. Well, I have been taking kimono lessons, but I'm not really trying to brand myself like kimono ambassador. I mean, I could, but it's just one of my hobbies in a way. I'm not trying to dress somebody in kimono. Just want to dress myself in kimono. しっかりね、休もうね。これ。
It's like quit living in the past, man. It's like if you're talking about different kinds of past, but when you just focus on only one side of the past, it just feel very weird. And once they start saying like, do you have any advice for the girls who are getting into the industry? Like, you know what? I'm not really trying to have a school about that. It's like, then you're now talking about something else. Like, I saw the topic of the conversation about me, and now you're just switching it to like, so what do you think about women in that business? What do you think it has changed? Like, I'm not paying attention to the industry anymore. I don't know what has changed. And that sounds more political, and like it sounds more like their agenda. It's cool like they want to talk about it, but that's not really my stuff. 新幹線そうだよ。If they want to buy, yeah, go buy the book. Yeah, I already told him like, hey, if you read my book, then like, and want to ask further questions, then you can. But I guess they didn't have time to read. Yeah, the ham looks nice. Hey. Thank you for calling me pretty. Oh wait, what's that? Definitely continue to hyper focus on just one aspect. I'll see what they try to do in person. I only talked to them via text messages so far, so far they try to make some adjustment. Okay. Like I came here to talk about my favorite topic, me, and it's just like a part of me. So when you try to focus on only one topic, now you're just focusing on like a JV, or when you're just focusing on adult industry, like that's not everything about me, and that's not really my concern. Right? Yeah, I have been there, I have done that, now I moved on. I don't know why I have to just continue talking about it. Didn't know you could sing? Yo, I cannot say I can't sing. I made songs for commercials on stream. But thank you for supporting. Hopefully the podcast is a present experience rather than a waste of time. Like, you don't want to be upset. You don't want to be angry. That sounds like a waste of emotion. Anger and disappointment. Disappointment? Yeah, man, that's also emotion. Speaking of you, what's something you're looking forward to making in the future? Well, I like doing new things. I like doing like a new challenge, expanding. I don't want to feel too comfortable in my life. You only live once. Gamer woman, thank you. 8 years? What do you mean 8 years? It's been 8 years? Oh, since retirement? No. I really hate it like when they ask industry questions when I'm no longer involved. Why do you keep asking industry questions? Like, so what has changed since then? Like, I don't know. I'm not involved now. Like, they act like I should know. Still, it's like, why? I'm not I'm not in like organization to help the business or anything. I'm not in business in any way, and they try to get me to explain the difference between like my time and now time. Like, how do I know? It's really weird. Why do you think I'm an expert? It's because they don't know people who speak English from the industry or who willingly talk about industry. They can't find anybody to ask. I'm pretty sure after you did everything you could, did you study yourself? It's not like I'm hiding, but at the same time,
I've moved on. I'm not doing that anymore. And they keep asking them the question as if like I should be the teacher, like I should be the speaker at a podium, talking about the industry, and trying to, I don't know, put shame on them or whatever. It's like they're not even of my interest anymore. Right? I haven't been a consumer of the industry. I like reading hentai, I like manga, but yeah, I never got into that real stuff. Go get a current actress. I know, right? Why do I have to analyze it? Why do you have to help analyze the difference? It's so weird. Why don't you do your own homework and talk about it? They should check before the podcast recording on what questions are okay to ask with the manager, I guess. I mean, like, at least like they sent me like a bunch of questions and I said, yeah, I vetoed most of them. Because there was just more than 80% industry question. That felt weird. I'm not an expert. My profile doesn't say I'm an expert. I'm a geologist of JV industry, whatever. Like major at an industry in Japan. Nothing like that. It just felt really weird. And the question was, how do you rebrand yourself when you're asking so many questions about the past that just sound very contradictory? Well, you couldn't be comfortable, yeah. Well, the blackout contact comfortable, no. As you can see, but they are not prescribed. I couldn't find the prescription one, but I found them already. So I want to try the prescribed ones. I'm nearsighted, so I can see anything close now, but still felt really weird. Like, it was really hard to see steps and stairs. So, Evo Vegas also just one floor. No, they're not like a multiple floors. It's like a multiple stairs and rooms. So I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but it's gonna be helpful if those contact lenses are prescribed. So I cannot wait for the new contact lenses, but they cost like $100. $100. Well, I'm gonna tax them off, but still. Even at HentaiCon, I got the vibe of let's move on. But yeah, HentaiCon was like a long time ago. Eventually, I did even decry joining Hentai Expo, despite the fact it was more about games and they never asked me questions about the past. But like, for you to rerun yourself and move on, like you really need to move on. You cannot really just hang around in the same industry. Then it doesn't look like you're moving on. So they're going to keep asking you the same questions over and over again. And even like when I got a Abema TV for that, the marriage agency staff, like I went there to show, like I'm doing this. I'm not doing anything that related anymore. I won't talk about that. And they cut everything off. They cut that part off completely. So it was definitely a waste, but it was TV. So again, could be worthy that people get reminded of me, or people think like, oh, Kaho is famous, she's on TV. Yeah. If you keep vetoing those questions, maybe it will stop in the future. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the key to make them feel embarrassed about picking that topic. Key to make them feel ashamed. Then they'll probably stop. There's an expo about hentai. Sadly, people are only going to remember her for that part of her life, no matter how much she changed. No, I don't think so. I think the subject is too big, Poro. You said people, like maybe some people only try to, or just try to stigmatize somebody. But not all of them. Some of the people that will bring it up. Maybe you want some daughters for showing your books. What? What are you talking about? What the fuck? Buy my books on Amazon. It depends on the podcast interviewer. Yeah, like if they start doing that, I'm gonna make sure to make them feel ashamed. I'll try to shame them. Yeah, but this thing is, so if it's a TV show or if it's like a YouTube just video of hanging out, you know, like the PJ guy, remember? They could just edit out the awkward part. However, if it's podcast, there's not so much to edit out because it's just one-on-one conversation. Like a very thorough, intensive conversation. You can't edit out that much. So, it'd be harder for them to run away. Like, it'd be harder for me to run away, but at the same time, if I want to fight back, it could be interesting. Conversation-wise. That's my point. HentaiCon was only a few months after retirement. Oh, wait, HentaiCon. Oh, right. The LA? But then, even then, I got the hint that you were steering the conversation toward anime instead of the former career. Yeah, the reason why I joined the con was because, yeah, it's still kind of adult-themed. So, people can relate to, we can understand, like, oh, Kaho is here. But it's more about anime and manga because it's hentai. That's why, like, I never wanted to talk about JB because it had nothing to do with hentai. So, but they hired a lot of OnlyFans girls. OnlyFans was not that big at the time, and they try to let them promote their porn kind of content. So yeah, definitely not worthy of going back. You see any previous episode of this podcast to get an idea of? They just bring like a bunch of like different guests, so many different guests, English speakers. The channel itself is not that big, so I'm pretty sure some of the viewers probably have seen me, or they also watch Trash Days. So I don't really have to repeat the conversation I already had there. They pretty much share the same viewership, but they got less viewership. So they can't really claim that, well, it's like, we are introducing to new people. Some people like learn about you for the first time. Like, true, there's always that. There's that possibility, but that chance is slimmer. Coming from bigger channels there. It's practically the same viewership. Wow, are you looking to get married? Wow, what are you talking about? No, I never wanted to. No, what have you been listening to? The whole stream, like 5 years, 6 years almost. Never wanted to get married. I agreed to be on the show because it's a show. It's TV. Like, I would join a TV show if it's about, like, even if it's about romance. I think that dating shows, I think it's stupid. I truly believe that dating shows are stupid. But it get viewership. I think the concept of falling in love with somebody with like a limited choices and they're all like influencers, like they're for the viewership, obviously. And you don't just fall for somebody like when you get to know them like for a few days. That just sounds ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. It's a show, well, it's a joke, but it's also a show, so it can't be a joke. And the show is for viewership, the exposure. It's for exposure. You don't seriously look for somebody to get married, or yeah, it's a show. Halfway through talking to you at the con, I got the vibe that you were covertly saying like, hey weirdo, stop asking about the industry. Wait, talking to you at the con, wait, oh, is that the interview? Like during the interview or something, Rich? I don't know which part. I mean, I even like didn't like the guy who was helping me at the booth, so. But I think that was the first time I started working with him. Couldn't deliver a lot of messages straight off the head. Sadly, you can't stick around. It's okay. Thank you for coming, Saigon. You mean rom-com dramas? No, like it's like reality TV shows. If it's like a rom-com actress show that be scripted heavily and like actors are acting, that's different. It's like entertainment. But even like a reality TV shows, like I do know how much reality that is. If they all think it's real, there's something wrong with you. You cannot truly believe like it's real. Those shows are only that way to be addictive. The guy bother you too much, it seems, or must be unreliable to work with. Which guy? Shining Super. Yeah, like I mean, I eventually fired him, so. It took me time. I mean, I'm not a confrontational person. Not a lot of Japanese people are confrontational, so it was definitely difficult for me. Now I get to be more blunt. I learned, like, sometimes you just have to tell. You can't just expect them to read the room, figure it out. You just have to spell it out for them. Reality show the script, it's heavily edited too. They just depict the way they want. You can be depicted as a villain, as a bitch. So that cannot be who you are. That's not necessarily who you are. But you agreed to be on the show because it's exposure. It can bring some new followers. It can bring more people to know you. That's that. That's the whole point. Not to find love. If you finding love is the main thing, you don't want to be on TV and find love. That sounds ridiculous. Why do you want the whole world to see you falling in love? That's very uber embarrassing. Yeah, that means pervert or son. TV show added drama for the rating. It's embarrassing to admit how long Dongi so to get those people in dating shows were only in it for what is that word? Why is it censored? But yeah, somehow dating shows are popular. So I understand why they want to make a dating shows. Like if I was a TV producer, I would probably think of some dating shows. It's interesting. I don't know, people getting involved in dramas. Like it's fun to watch drama, and if it's reality, like if it's like actually happening, it's not scripted, then you think that it might not be scripted. It's more exciting. Like, oh, these people are actually fighting. I understand lore. But I think it's very ridiculous. Crap you like for engagement. My Strange Addictions. Oh, I heard of that show. I don't have an access to the show, but I heard that there was a guy who had tuna addiction. He keeps eating canned tuna. I don't know why it's always canned tuna. Not like luxurious, like fresh tuna. It's always canned tuna, so he smells so badly because of the canned tuna all the time. Is that real? I'm not sure. And drama is the opposite of interesting. It's just annoying. I think that audacity of like, wow, some people are like this crazy in real life. I think that's the point. Probably. Crowd so fame chasing. Yeah, sometimes you're not sure. It's just too ridiculous that they might be just hired actors doing some roles. Yeah, even some like a catfish, like a Netflix catfish, they got canceled already. Not like a canceled by people, just like they cancel the continuation of the show Netflix catfish. But turned out there are some, I don't know if they got hired by the show or there are so many cases that they went on the show to gain some popularity, like social media following, because they're like influencers and they pretended like they got catfish. And even like a catfish victim and a catfish victim, they're both friends and they're planning that whole thing. That happens so many times. I'm not sure those addictions are real. Maybe the showrunners cooked them, right? Oh, but one of the catfish in the Netflix catfish, actually, it turned out to be a serial sex offender, or eventually afterwards, he got arrested many times. And the show eventually deleted his episode because it looks like the show kind of encouraged his behavior of being kind of stalkerish. Believed that he had a foot fetish, and he was always offering like a foot massage on women, like on a blind date. And then he got obsessive, and he keep offering foot massage, like a free foot massage. I'm just offering, I'm practicing, or like I don't know if you got a license or not, but yeah, you can get free foot massage, and you can get relaxed, and then you get excited, whatever. A friend of mine was on Catfish. Oh yeah, really? She explained how scripted it is. Really? Wow. They find out super quick if the person is being catfish or not. Wait, so okay, she was the victim, or she was a catfish, or like an actor acting either side? I have to leave. I'm back. It's okay, Brian. I feel like it's somehow over the people. But anyhow, the show kind of validated where they gave him like too many chances. And then, yeah, he was a really weirdo where he kept bringing out the foot stuff. And they saw probably it was funny, and eventually he got arrested multiple times, so it was no longer funny. And people could blame the show on his continuous behavior. So, yeah, they deleted that episode. No joke. That was like definitely scary. That's some real stuff. Oh, Machine Gun Kelly? Oh, wait, I do remember the episode, Yeet. That was some drama because the girl who claims as a victim initially, she actually brought the story. Like, it was actually a completely scripted story by her and her friend. I do remember that. And like, Machine Gun Kelly, he's a rapper, hip hop artist, right? I was not familiar with him. I'm from Japan, but his wording choice, I think he wanted to say a lot of F words, but because he was on TV, he was like holding on to so many words, and the phrasing, his word choices were just too funny. He was pretty upset, I know, because it was Father's Day, and you know, Chad, he said like, oh, I think he said like a fuck you, but instead of calling out like a you, well, MF or whatever, because it was a younger girl, he said, you're a shameful citizen. Like hip-hop artist said, like a hip-hop artist who got so many tattoos, he got tattoo sleeves. He just called you a shameful citizen. That was just too funny. Like I couldn't hold it. He was, yeah, right, I know the wins. Make a long story short, a friend before was using her photos to catfish someone else and using her twin sisters. What? That's more convoluted. I didn't know. They didn't say anything about twin sisters. Yeah, he did an edited way of saying it. What? Yeah, what was the word? Yeah, the one. I think maybe he was like a loser. Like, a girl was trying to run away from the station, and she was going to just drive her car and run away, and he went out and said, loser, you're a shameful citizen. That's kind of funny. Room Raiders? Oh, I don't know. It's a show, another reality TV show. They took people, let them investigate each other's bedrooms before, ever meeting each other. Like, what are they hiding underneath the bed? Like, what kind of adult magazines they have? Do they actually use physical magazines, to say so? Don't they just use phones? What can you find from bedroom? Like a bunch of open, do they go into trash to see if there is any open, like Trojans example? Does Japan have shows like these? Oh, wait, catfish? I don't know how real they are, honestly. I don't think there are a lot of reality TV shows. Maybe on Abema TV more, and not on national TV, the usual TV, original classic TV. I guess they run out of budget. Machine Gun Kelly, the rapper who had been beef with Eminem in 2018. Catfish was using, said her name was Marini, but she was using her twin sister pictures. Why? It's more complicated. They didn't know. Yeah. I know Korea has very popular dating shows. Really? Reality TV show has been popular in Japan once again. There was a time they had tons of reality TV shows, especially romantic shows. Yeah, now they're making more again. Sometimes they involve high school kids too, like 18, 17. Yeah. They're only high school kids. Like no, they're not involving adults into that romance. Thanks God, but they only have a few days of travels together and they fall madly in love. Or their kids, yeah. MTV has some pretty wild shows back then. There was a show where you could track down an old brewery and set up a fight between them and the UFC bot. They're fighting for you? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I don't know how much pride I can gain from that if I was the breed one. I don't know. It was an older show. They definitely found some spicy content stashed under the bed. Judging the cleanness, decor. Another UFC fighter was an old Power Ranger. What? Wait, I didn't know. I wonder which one. But I'm still on Dino Sounder, so maybe I'm not there yet. Catfish, a TV series host. Wait, did you just copy and paste from Wikipedia, John? Too long. I know, I actually watched documentary film too. The documentary film, I don't know if they got permission. Seriously, not sure, because it feels like it could be a social issue. But I don't know if they got permission to show all the people who got involved. Yeah. Good. Nah. No, I'm talking about the documentary movie. On the MTV show where they use UV light in people's rooms to see, to find out what? Sperm? One's about ghosts. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, that would be scary. That's it. But yeah, so the documentary film kind of showed Catfish, but also her kids, so like little kids. And some of them, like, they were just coming back from beach, but they're in bathing suits. So I was like, did they get permission to show them all? I'm not sure. Maybe it was a different time back then. Don't believe in ghosts. Yeah, I never seen ghosts myself. It's nice. It's an interesting concept. I abandoned Power Ranger when I found out Kamen Rider is better. I mean, there's no Western version of Kamen Rider, right? Well, they tried. I heard like they had like a Masked Rider series, but it's also done by like Western actors. It's kind of like a Power Ranger, where they try to sometimes rewrite the story, try to Americanize it. That'll be interesting. Oh yeah? Oh, okay, I'm kind of interested. Do they also hire like a handsome actors? I mean, yeah, it's all actors. Gotta be handsome. But you know, they started like using younger and like a very fine-looking boys. Masked Rider was very different from the original. Yeah, initially the first Rider looked more like alpha male and like big stud type. But then started using more androgyny, young and skinnier actors, so that they could attract mothers of their kid viewers too. Room invaders, essentially their girlfriend and potential partner snooping in their partner's rooms. UV night for science. That's just kind of yikes though. Even, well, that doesn't prove that they have been cheating, but at the same time, they could be just wildly doing it by themselves. That would be a big turnoff though. What if they're just splashing it against their walls just because they like it? That would be such a big yike. Wild Force is my favorite Power Rangers. That's the Gao Ranger one, probably. Wait, Wild Force? Wait. Maybe what another like Red Rangers or like another Rangers got into trouble later on, like after the show. Yeah, more than a few Red Rangers got in trouble afterwards. Wild Force one is the one who grew up in as a wolf, like in a jungle. That's the one. American version was very comedy and very sitcom. Kamen Rider Black was Masked Rider in Kamen Rider Dragon. Yeah, it's getting bitter. I'm gonna need Fujicha now. Hey, Roosevelt. UV ray can detect certain things they cannot see bacteria because you cannot see bacteria with a naked eye. I know, I thought you can find some sperm. Let's be honest though, no reality show is as bad as toddlers, tiaras. I'm not familiar with the show. Toddlers and tiaras? If the show is kids, like babies? Oh, that's the Wild Force. So he also got arrested? I know, like one Red Ranger got arrested for fraud, another for manslaughter, another for domestic violence. They say like a red is a color for hot-headed. Another like a Red Ranger has been depicted as hot-headed, more passionate. Like a red is a color for passion. Yeah, but dude, not in real life. No, but Sentai actor, but it's common for Power Rangers kind of get stuck in that role. No, I guess like you won't be taken seriously because it's, well, the acting is more obvious. It's not like a subtle acting, so it won't be considered like a real acting by the entertainment industry. Whereas, you know what, a lot of Kamen Rider actors became famous though, especially from recent eras. Because I think it's focused on you most of the part, Sentai show is about the group and it's more comedic. It doesn't have as many serious scenes compared to Kamen Rider in general. Kamen Rider can feel more serious. Sentai shows are just too colorful, I guess. It cannot really avoid the comedic vibe. But like you got, well, colorful Rangers that bring up some happy vibe. Not a lot of the Red Rangers. The guy who played Rocky was pretty cool. Ninja Stone was for domestic violence, yes. Mighty Morphin, yeah, the first one, committed a fraud. That was like during COVID, right? White Force has manslaughter. Oh, wow. That was only those three. Nobody afterwards. Probably need a strong personality to be the Kamen Rider. I mean, it's a role, so you get given good story. Johnny and Botch, I think, the most successful Power Ranger. Well, maybe to us nerds, but not sure like to the whole audience, to the whole world, because some of them maybe got into more acting, not because he's known more for voice acting. No, I thought like some like went into some TV shows. I found out that the original Rangers from the US show are being paid $600 per week. at that time it was good enough. Maybe not, right? Damn, it's smoking time. Let me have more. I've been eating this candy so that I don't try to eat the chocolate I brought. That's a gift to the podcast. I wanted something sweet, but I couldn't really find anything that I was attracted to. Even in 1992, that was below the national average. Really? Yeah, because how often do they shoot? Yeah, just 600 for a week. Damn. If it's like 8 hours a day, or could be more sometimes. That sounds awful. I always dream of being a Power Ranger, but then I realized how athletic I had to be. Right, because you have to do a little bit of a stunt. Like if you can do more, that's always a plus. I want to be a Viren Cha. I think I do good in Viren. Not a ranger, I want to be Viren. But you can show your face all the time. Power Ranger, you have to hide your face oftentimes. Viren, you can always show your face. That's more a plus. They got cool outfit. Usually Power Rangers, like everyday style clothing, they all kind of, yeah, they don't have nice drip. Meow. I heard the original cast only did the acting, where their faces were seeing all the other stuff. They basically just ripped off from the Japanese show. The Red Angels SPDA. Well, I don't think I have been there yet, right? The established actor. Yeah, because even like Speed Rescue, the Green Ranger, the black actor, I thought he did some singing for some like award shows, like Emmy or something. With was that Miss Beyonce? I forgot. Oh, that's a lie. They have all the drip. No way. Power Ranger samurai actor, pled guilty. Voluntary manslaughter. The samurai actor? Power Ranger samurai, so it's a different Power Ranger. Another one for manslaughter? No. Dude, that's not the one from Wild Force. Damn, there are more. The variants also wear sexy outfits, right? Night activity variant. They say samurai actor. He was no samurai. The STP got confused. Or he reappeared in samurai? The Blue Ranger from Lightspeed Rescue. The Asian one. The Asian actor. Does stunt work in stunt school. That's the same person. He played a different character. Oh wait, it's not the same character? Oh, interesting. That's fair. He comes back, but that's a different character? Wait, what? He got confused. Whoa, SB again confused? Steering yacht? Was that during COVID? Like they desperately needed some money. No, space Viking. But yeah, I mean, there was it from Sentai Show or was it Kamen Rider? I forgot. There's an actor who desperately needed money, then started steering and got caught. That happened in Japan too. Walter, yeah, who was a Black Ranger said, wait, Walter? Which show? Black Ranger. Which bra? Two other got a lawyer to renegotiate, but they're released right before the first movie. Oh, you're talking about the first? Okay. Power Ranger. There are some camera and Power Rangers that have committed crimes, unfortunately. I mean, well, fortunately, after the show. If it happened during the show, they have to recast it. That would be kind of awkward. Yeah. Thank you. Hi, Bolt. Oh, yeah. Oh, right. His name is Walter. He looks still the same. Yeah. He doesn't look aged at all. Well, he also dances. Maybe he can stay more active, stay fit because of that profession. Because some rangers look completely different. But it cannot be just age. It's like, not necessarily just rangers. Even that, the actor who was John Connor, Sarah Connor's son, was it John from Schwarzenegger movie? I forgot the name of it. Not Robocop. I'll be back one. That actor looks completely different. Oh, he got new teeth, so. Oh, Terminator. Thank you, SCP again. Wow, how could I forget? Junya Ikeda, the actor for Gokai Silver, got caught pretending to be a police officer. Oh, damn, that's felony. Well, is it felony? It gotta be felony in America. I don't know how severe that is in Japan. That was recent? Keep saying that. Rack doesn't track. We haven't been over this. Well, I don't want to stereotypize any race. No, I don't want to stand remotely racist. Even though it's more compliment, but still. There's a Ninja Turtles Power Ranger crossover that is super good. Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh, you're talking about comic. He said he told Saban, give us more money, or we're not doing the film. Their answer was, we guess you're not doing the movie then. Damn, that's severe. Like, oh, you guys are replaceable. Yeah, well, turned out like the show continued without them. But still, damn, that's savage. I mean, yeah, there are like 5 of them, so 1 or 2 would be, we can just replace them. That mentality, that's understandable. Now, if they stick together, but yeah, that's why when Friends actor got stuck together and like, okay, we want to be paid equally, all of us, and we want to raise. That was important. Definitely Friends. I would say overstayed their welcome. Like, they didn't need like newer episodes, newer seasons towards the end, but it was still bankable. It was still a popular show, so understandable they kept continuing more and more series. Asian Stone Raisin? I didn't know about that one. You. Yeah, it's still popular. They could continue making more money. I mean, they could. Well, because all the actors were also friends, became friends like over the years. That they could come back on a show like a talk show, whenever they have any additional shoot of a talk show or something like extra story or cameo. They're all waiting to come out. It moved from Netflix to Prime Video in my country. But definitely, I didn't like the last season or last episode of Friends. It wasn't as bad as... It was definitely not as bad as How I Met Your Mother, for example. A lot of the shows, they just overstay their welcome. Or they just don't know how to end it. Because eventually it's going to be more about money. Not really about the story anymore. John Connor, actor from Terminator 2, is Edward Furlong. He's been in jail, really? Oh wow, how How did he get into jail though, SDP? If actors want race, they need the fans to back them and more leverage. Didn't Super Sentai end this month? Yeah. 50 years. Yeah, just the idea of like a colorful group of people fighting together like, to save the world. I guess it became too old. They want new ideas. But 50 years. 無事でよかった。ありがとう、ラグドン。楽しかった。京都。Friends cast got a 1 million per episode and they keep showing the same episode again and again and again on TV or not just subscription side. Still, they're popular on TV whenever they do a rerun. And none of them got into major trouble. None of them got arrested, so they don't have to worry about taking those episodes down, like not really showing on any of the platform. Because once some actors get involved in crimes, and even though they did that afterwards, but some of the platform become hesitant to show those episodes afterwards. Go Go Loser Ranger is a nice spin-off. True. Hey, Dan, welcome back. Is this the reason why you don't see the reruns of Glee much? Greg, that was a ridiculous success at that time. But it won't get rerun that often. Is it because some of the actors got completely canceled or arrested? The band, their new ideas involve people in power suit fighting monsters. Yeah, it gotta be that, Sigma. Oh, Grey, not Grey. Like not Grey's Anatomy. Grey. It sucked at the ending, but don't give up on them. Yeah, it must have been crazy in US. Like I've been living in Japan, but still Glee was popular in Japan too. But they were doing tours, like at least like world tours or UK, US tours. The popularity was massive. But also, they don't own a lot of the song rights, so maybe they didn't want to continue with the concert. Yeah, almost everything was cover song. They made some original songs, but they are not really a hit. I always wondered if the twinkle can disappear and come back. Twinkie? Who's that? Green with Hughie, right? In Europe too. It's cold. Lay down, it's cold. I grew up with Power Rangers, Poro, so I'll wait for their return. Yeah. I can still catch up. I have more time to catch up now. Yeah, Green, remember the show, right? So many hit songs. I mean, they made cover songs, the hit songs. But they made those songs more popular in a way. Twinkies, no. Is that what show is that? Maybe we got a different title. Let me know. When one chapter closes, a new chapter will open again. Yeah, I bet. It's probably very expensive to make a show like that too. Like you gotta involve intensive choreography. Yeah, singing. But still, if just doing the rerun is fine. They can just keep doing the rerun, but they don't want to even do that. Oh, maybe they have to get permission from all the songs. That's why. Could be. Oh yeah, that could be it. No, yeah, it wouldn't be considered fair use because it's US and yeah, in the West it can be fair use, right? Can I? Okay, can it be? Or if it's less than 3 minutes. Oh, okay, American Snack. I'm not really familiar with it then. It's like how old video games with music get listed. True. Yeah. I hate that, you know, the Yakuza game. I'm pretty sure you had it automated. Don't tell me. But the karaoke part, well, is that karaoke part? Some of the songs still get muted in VOD. Yeah. That's like in-game audio. It's annoying. I'm still saddened. Right. They went super viral for discontinuing their product and was put off shelf for a year. They would have to reboot it, like in the beginning, to repeat the process again to make another 50 years of Sentai. I wonder. They'll have to like change gears. Maybe good. Good to know. Yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow night I will be able to play a game. I want to, but I might be too tired. So yeah, let me think about that. Remember playing the first Yakuza game on PS2, getting the English dub, and Mark Hamill. Oh, right. Yeah, he was playing Majima. That's true. Only for that one, right? Yeah. Damn. Luke Skywalker voicing Majima. I mean, he did not the Batman, but you know, the Batman villain. That's his famous role too. Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, SPD, Mystic Force. I haven't been on those. Zeo, I do remember. You like all those songs. Wait, isn't Zeo just like Zeo? So it was just a lazy one. It was not a completely new song, John. Joker, thank you, Sigmar. That, yeah, I just keep forgetting names, specific names of nouns. Hey, ciao, arigato. I'm just enjoying tea. Just enjoying my hotel life. Just one night here. Over here talking about drip, and she hasn't. The Mystic Force, it's all about drip. Roosevelt, Miri. But first of all, speaking of drip, my cosplay drip, Evo Japan, not Evo Japan, sorry, Evo contest, Evo Awards, please vote for me, best cosplay, Shanko, Kaho Shibuya. I want to be at the award show. I want to be accepting the award. Please. RPM, which one was that? RPM can be watched standalone because it's basically post-apocalypse Power Rangers. Evil AI took over. Wait, okay. RPM. What does it stand for? Reverse pull. No, give me more hints. M is morphin? Morph? Get me now. Okay, I give up. Keep on enjoying your hotel. Thank you, Steven. I like staying in a hotel. It's like you get to be creative and you don't have to worry about, oh my gosh, like I have to open this and I have to clean up this. Nothing. No stress. That's the last one in the Disney era. Go Onja is a Sentai counterpart. Also best PR according to fans. But yeah, did you see the photo I posted on Instagram story? So I did kind of Japanese quintessential kind of cool fox bride makeup. Nothing revealing, but still cool. I like the makeup a lot, so I cannot wait to post more photos. Is there anything you eat? What do you mean? Well, I do eat. I consume food. If that's what you're asking. I haven't gotten any photos that photographer edited from QB Photo. The variations per minute? Huh. Say Django Fury is a good watch. I'm surprised Disney was willing to sell Power Rangers after they buy something, they don't let go. Well, they saw like, okay, it's pretty much over. You cannot milk anymore. Like, just showing reruns is nothing, probably. It's just gonna create more revenue, but just making you show they cost too much. It's not gonna be as big of a hit. The beginning was just too good. Back in '90s, it was such a massive hit. It's just so hard to recreate that. Like, it still has a legacy, but it doesn't make as much money. Forever Red and Blue are great episodes to watch. Nice. Yeah, I gotta finish Dino Sander. I haven't been feeling like watching comedic shows these days. Something more serious. They didn't want it for started. They were forced to make one. In my opinion, in terms of business, if you are going to bring back Power Rangers, you need to bring it back as an anime. Oh, for the Boom Studios. I see. Yeah, maybe, well, Skull and what's the other one? Yeah. You know, the Breeze. I mean, I said Breeze. Okay, they became fans' favorite characters. Something, the one with Garth. The Skull, the skinny one. Damn, I can't believe it. I'm so horrible with names today. I couldn't even remember Terminator. Yeah. Bulk and Skull? I think it was Bulk. Because like he has a bulky one. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I got it right. Oh, I'm glad I got it right. Thank you. My Gridge. It's Nate. Okay, thank you, Gridge. Yes, oh. I think there's something else I need to do. Okay. I got ready with the dresses. That's what I'm gonna wear tomorrow. I'm gonna wear this another pajama once I get out of bath time, and then oh yeah, let's do this. Ooh. Well, I'm glad my QB cosplay has been received well, and I think I got noticed by more people in the community, so hopefully it's gonna help the voting for evil words. Now is the best to convert Power Ranger into anime and watch the money roll. Oh yeah, true. Well, there has been Power Ranger related, I mean not Power Ranger, but Sentai Series related anime. Yeah. But not Power Ranger. Yeah, there are even some fan comic, like there are official comic books fans like too. Yeah, they can bring up those. I think my face looks tired today. Yeah, I looked at the photos and I was like, damn, I look tired. I got the facial pack, I gotta use it. and acting in a hotel and Power Rangers. It honestly caught me off guard how I like you. Like, oh, really, Steven? Thank you. No, not a lot of people do QB cosplay. It's kind of hard to nail down. The wig is tough to make. And, no, contact lenses, annoying. Hi, the Kyoto. It's been nice. And Morrigan cosplay is like easy to get, like even from Amazon, but not other characters. Yeah. Definitely good timing, because it's time. The Darkstalker is back as main title. Well, they've never been main title at Evo before, because the show was from '97. Definitely great timing. Oh, also, you know how I have been very frustrated with work? That, okay, no response, that I gotta reply back the email, like I have been like a middleman too. Now that I'm in Kyoto, and I'm just like enjoying the weather, I'm just, eating brunch. During the brunch, I was replying back to some email. I didn't feel like replying back to some of the emails because it was too stressful, but I could do it because I was eating good food, and I'm in Kyoto. So it's actually been great, the fact I am no longer in Tokyo, and just enjoying my day. Morrigan is classic. I love the old school cons with Japanese OG cosplayers, Rocky Morrigan. Morrigan is such a cool character. Yeah. Candy. Thank you. There's a hamburger steakhouse in Osaka. I haven't checked the location. If it's close enough, maybe I can go tomorrow. It looks so good. Like European style. Alright. Do they have hamburger steak there though? No, look on them. Menu. Thank you, Junjimin. I can't wait. You wear the cosplay at event. Where is it? It's Friday? No, it's still. Okay, they're closed on Wednesday. Okay. Okay, they're open tomorrow. Maybe I can go. Nambaka. I want to check out this place. It looks so good. It always tripped me watching a subbed anime when the character referred to hamburger steak as a hamburger. You don't even say hamburger steak, right? Like maybe Salisbury steak, but are they the same? I never ordered Salisbury steak. I saw it was more like a TV dinner in the United States. I don't know what's the exact right way to describe anything. Remotely close. Thank you, Teddy. Gifting 10 sub, arigato! It's the first time gifting in 10. Oh my god, that's so generous of you. Not the way you have it. Really, Odo? Wait, there's a different way? It's practically the same thing? 100% beef? Yeah. Thank you, Teddy. Oh, if you knew guaranteed 5-year career? Nice, 5-year career. That's promising. And you're gonna have good audience, kids and their parents. 寒いです、庄司さん。やっぱこっちの方が寒い。あった、ここだ。This is what I'm watching. 美味しそう。Just a lot of juice from the meat. Oh, that's like on rice, sorry. 美味しそうなんだよね。この 肉汁ハンバーガー。これだ。On order. Is it TikTok? It was on Google. ね、美味しそう。ハンバーグ食べたい。Where is it here? ナンバだって。ちょっと待って。I wanna go there. Book market? ね、美味しそうだよね。If it's lunchtime, like if it's dinner, then sometimes like you feel hesitant to go in to certain places by yourself. Omrice is nice. Did they cast a spell on the omrice? That's more maid cafe staff. You know what you're doing, Rector. You're a more maid cafe guy. Namba ka. Namba. How close is Namba? Wait a second. Where is it? あったここから How do I get the direction to Jute? 13 minutes. That's by car. 10 minutes. You can get there in 10 minutes. Okay, so maybe after. Wait, maybe before I'm gonna have lunch there. Hey, Knowing Dan, hi, shiny hair, thank you. The food that is close that comes to mind is. Oh, thank you. Gifting 10さんありがとう。カニ、お一人でカニ。そんなカニそこまでかな。カニ食べたいってそこまでなんないかな。お肉かな。牛肉が好きかな。フリカデンデ。I never heard of フリカデンデ。That exists in Japan, Odo? 明日ハンバーグ食べたいな。Yeah, maybe go to that hamburger Salisbury steak place first. Yeah, go to Namba first and then take a cab from there, maybe. Maybe. Kaho getting shredded in Kyoto. I always come back to Kyoto, so I can have another lunch in Kyoto next time. According to Google, ハンバーグ食べたい。明日ハンバーグお昼にしよう。Okay, so leave here and go to Osaka. Leave staff here at hotel because this hotel is within the station. Okay, good. よし、ナンバに行ってハンバーグを食べよう。Okay, Salisbury steak. They're open from 11:30. Okay, right after that. Okay, good. I got that plan. Okay. 決まりました。I have to make sure to wake up early enough and do hair too. Gotta do hair. If I have time, maybe I can do. I haven't done TikTok stream. Yeah, just doing hair might be cool. そうです、京都です。はじめまして。Yeah, no more train outside. You know, it was so dark when I got at a restaurant from dinner. Because I was in Arashiyama, the mountain area. And a lot of places closed by 5. And the latest by 6. Like even the dinner place I went to, they were closing at 7. You know, I left there a little bit past, I think at 6:30 p.m. And it was just all dark. 嵐も言ってたんだけど今日もう6時過ぎたら真っ暗よ。It was kind of scary. I had to walk to the station, but there are other ladies walking by themselves, so I just try to get in between them without talking to them. But like, okay, people are still walking, and I would just follow them to the station. Getting ready for that? Nice knowing. Thank you so much for coming today. What's the product that got discontinued that you want back? I don't know. Some snacks maybe? I can't. What do you think of anything off the top of my head? Finally, my internet service goes back. Nice. Have a nice stream. Thank you, Knowing. Arigato. Thank you, thank you. Arigato, arigato. What? Well, I gotta do 20 subscribe later on. Wait, 20. Oh, you know what? Don't forget it. It's like 30. 30 subscribe. Hey, Ponto, welcome back. Thank you. 100 biddies. Arigato. I hope you're well. Thank you. You look relaxed. Yes, I'm in a hotel room. Yes, I'm so relaxed. I'm gonna take a bath, not just shower. Get ready to go to bed. That's sad. I'll wake up in the morning. I thought I heard something. Maybe the ventilation. I'll think of the topic for tomorrow. Podcast. I'll go over the ideas. Dodge twice. Well, you gotta keep trying. You can only hope for it. Yeah, let me check. I think there was a questionnaire list. You want to go through it together? Part 1, growing up, identity, and RE direction. So they have revised it. They only have one JB term. The other word, I think, JB as a term was everywhere, but now it reduced to one. How would you describe your life growing up in Japan? And what kind of future did you imagine for yourself back then? Okay, kind of generic. 状況はいつ? 状況? Okay. You initially work as a writer and reporter. What drew you to this work? And how has it affected your current career? What as a creative pursuit did you have at this stage? As a young woman in Japan, did you feel pressured? Did you feel pressured to conform to certain roles or ideas of success? Okay, so they're trying to be, well, the podcast theme is more about living in Japan. So. Hey, good evening, Neko-sama. 東京戻るの明日の夜。How was it like living in Japan as a woman? Who did you say this interview was with? I'm not revealing the name yet until like the video comes out. I'm not giving you too much details. I don't usually say to him I'm not going to be on this podcast until they upload it. Because sometimes there is like an audio issue and they cannot make the video available. That happens. So I don't want to say everything. No, I don't want to jinx it. And I don't have to give them any attention before I join in. Once my episode comes out, that's when I feel like promoting. Or not. There's like 2 bags. Yeah, I cannot put them together. I don't think so. They're separated. Yeah. Yeah, because I have been on interviews before and turned out like they got bad audio, so they didn't use them. That happened more than twice. Like 3 times at least. It could be more actually. That happened quite often, so you don't want to just start saying like, hey, I'm going to be on this channel. And you don't have to give them promotion when you're not there yet. Anyhow. And you know, the important thing is like, I'm getting another interview. Not really. No, it's not about them. At least not for me. Writing and reinvention. Well, the part 2 is writing and reinvention. They always want to talk about reinvention so that they can focus on my past. It sounds like they want to focus on my past. That's why they keep saying reinvention. I can call it out. As a very public figure, am I a very public figure? I'm not sure. What challenges have you faced reinventing yourself in your career? I can say, well, like questions like this. They always try to talk about your past while trying to praise you for reinventing yourself. The disguise. How hard do you think this is for public figures in Japan? But again, try to switch subject. No, just continue talking about me. But now they're saying, how hard do you think this is for public figures in general? What do I care? In Japan, whether from the AV industry or not, if they try to get me to talk about JV actresses in general. No. Do you think being bilingual has helped with this? Sometimes not, because the reason I started taking more English speaking events or interviews was that they could focus on other things. Like in Japan, that's the only thing they care about. That's the only thing they want to talk about. Now, you're not really interesting when you're interested in manga or anime, because that's like everyone is interested. Almost everyone is interested in manga and anime in Japan. There's nothing unique about being an artist here. But at least, hey, you're from Japan, cool, if you get the reaction in overseas. Just for being Japanese, just for living in Japan. Just for loving manga and anime, because, you know, they feel like, oh, you know, the authentic stuff. So they want to hear more about like, different things. The things that you don't even own. So by speaking English, you get to change topic. You get to focus on other topics. But that sounds ironic because they're not really trying to do that here. Sorry if it's out of topic, but the cosplay fit. Oh, you posted stuff. Thank you, Neko-sama. I can't wait to post more professional looking photos. That does feel alienating. It's better to make the interview personable, right? Don't generalize, like, oh, it is hard for, I've never done OnlyFans, but like in general, like OnlyFans models to have a life afterwards or something like that. I think they try to shift the topic to more generalizing girls in the industry doing adult content. This happened to me. My only interest was Japanese. When I went to Japan, I was interesting because everyone already knows Japanese, right? Like, I'm studying Japanese. Like, a lot of people there. Like, a lot of foreigners living in Japan, they are studying Japanese. Their levels are different, but still, you don't feel interesting. Or people won't find you interesting. Everyone's experience is different, and some people can comprehend. I mean, it's, well, for the viewership. It's for the crowd. I understand. And then, yeah. How do you think that your book has helped? I don't know. They want me to talk about the book because it's about industry. Like, now I'm kind of reading deeper and deeper into it. Have you noticed any shift in how Japanese audiences talk about... Again, damn? Have you noticed any shift in how Japanese audiences talk about former adult performers? Or about women reclaiming their narratives more broadly? What the? I didn't notice that part, right? Have you noticed any shift in how Japanese audiences talk about former adult performers? Or about women reclaiming their narratives more broadly? Like, I don't care. Why would I pay attention? Yeah. I started to regret this. Well, I'm going to make them regret this interview. I'm going to make them regret if they're really bad. I think in person, they wouldn't be that horrible. It's just text conversations now, so. And just the basic ideas in text. Whatever happened to just buying a magazine DVD? Do you feel that being an author has changed how people listen to you? both in Japan and internationally. I know, they really want to talk about reinvention. Well, when you're writing about that past, it's not really about being an author. I think it's more about, oh, the girl from the industry. Part 3, current career, finally, shifting to that. One of the areas you are most active in as a cosplayer, when did you first get interested in cosplay? Yeah, that's a very generic question, but okay, understandable. You've done a lot of work around cosplay, like being a judge at conventions. How did this come about, and what do you like about it? Do you have any favorite cosplay you've done? Yeah, all those generic questions. Okay. As a content creator, you mostly focus on streaming. What do you like about streaming that other social medias doesn't provide? Okay, now suddenly the conversation, all the questions are not sounding interesting at all. So now I understand like why they want to stick to the JV questions. It sounded kind of, even like hearing those questions make me feel kind of bored. It's like, yeah, again, it's our first time talking to each other, so it, question has to be kind of just generalized ones, right? The basic questions. Could you talk a bit about your work as an Anison DJ? I don't really do that anymore because I hate nighttime events. You play yourself in the game Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. How did this role come about, and what was it playing yourself in a video game? Yeah, just becoming like, just, you've done this, how did you feel about it? You've also, yeah, I told him I'm going to Evo and get involved business-wise. They also put this question. You've also been active around the Evo and competitive gaming culture. How did you enter that world, and what excites you about? Just got accepted for exchange. Oh, cool, nice. For how long? Like 1 semester? Congrats, Violet. Welcome. Well, I mean, you're here for the first time, so welcome. They have crumbs about interviewing for the highly educated. What? Not that highly educated, but yeah, it might be rare to find an educated AV star. But questions are starting to sound more and more AI generated. True, Rexer. Yeah, it's like, okay, I googled her, and here are the questions. They seem like assholes. Whoa. You never know until you talk to them in person. Every show has that dilemma of speaking to new viewers, so the re-education aspect comes into play. The way to figure out things on the fly, but still they probably skip your prior interviews. Yeah, I don't think they have done any research, Mikage. And I think they just went to my website so that they couldn't ask like more JB questions. だって AI 系は違うよ。私じゃないよ。Part 5, looking ahead. Okay, looking ahead. Well, when you are just looking at the past. Your current career is quite diverse. Was this intentional in trying to reinvent? Again, damn, another word. Trying to reinvent yourself, or just a result of your own natural creativity? Yeah, if they keep phrasing that way, I gotta be like, oh, okay, there you go again. Right. If you're using ChatGPT, AI really doesn't land people to think critically. Many bilingual content creators tend to focus on just one language. Yeah, because like it helps algorithm-wise. I heard it's smarter to focus on only one language. What challenges do you have maintaining an international audience? I think I have one, because I think if you do that on YouTube, that algorithm is more apparent. Yeah. Gargle of words. What was the last question? The natural creativity one. Do you see any differences in how your Japanese and English fans react to your work? How do you see your career continuing to evolve in the future? Do you have plans for another book or other big project? I cannot really talk about everything, but you're currently working on your second book, because I told them so. Without giving too much away, what themes or questions are driving this next chapter of your writing? Okay, I said, now I have trimmed down, or I told them not to focus on only one aspect of my life. Now it's all over the place. Because that was the route they're going to. Hey, Yosi, I think AI is a good tool for reference, but not to replace. 間違いだと思う。Okay. That's interesting, but it can be. I'm definitely going to bring out, okay, yeah, if they bring out the JV stuff, I'm going to bring out the fact that, okay, your initial request was like JV topic, like 80%. Right? I'm going to bring that out. If they want to talk about it, let's go there. They understand, but without like talking too much about the industry, I'm going to bring out like the key to reinvent yourself, like do not let them bring it up. So that they have to focus on other stuff. Yeah, check out my new game, subscribe. Do you work? Tell us about your work. Will you work in the future? What kind of work will you do in the future? What do you do? Will you ever work in the past? Do you like purchasing corn? What? Where do you see yourself in 5 years type questions? Like a job interview? I don't know. It's very generic. I guess, well, once the questions have become like all over the place and then generic, then you can probably maybe offer to control the competition more. So it could be interesting. It's mint, but it's also, it has some honey in it, and it's gotta be really good for your throat. I think you're supposed to probably, we're supposed to lick it too. 舐めるのかな、これ。I don't know. But it's good for your throat. It's a lemon ginger. Lemon and ginger gotta be good. Well, it's not even midnight yet. If I ever become famous, I would like to get interview questions about my time, the pizza delivery job. You did pizza delivery? Now, you know, I don't want to really like do infuriate their fans, like they got their audience already through their channel. I'm not really, I don't think it's a smart way to try to pick up a fight. At the same time. We'll see. Like, you don't know how the person is, what your affinity with that person until you start a conversation with them. Maybe I'll see tomorrow. I try to write down on a note that what I want to talk about. 質問誰からだから言わないってまだ流れないかもしれないじゃんまだ。TVF, I also be absolutely terrible at coming up with questions, especially beforehand. Well, I didn't ask them to give me questions beforehand. They offered. Oh, here's a list of things like I'm thinking about asking you. Right? And then like 80, I say more than 80, I would say like 90% almost. They were JB related. And they're like, sorry, it's just like I'm not an expert in the industry. I don't really have insight, like I don't really care. Like I'm not involved in the industry, so I don't really have anything to say at this point. I don't have like a grudge against it. I just had experience there and that's it. Moved on. Did you remember to bring the foot massager to the trip? Oh no, it's just a massager here. Not the electronic one, Neko-sama. I would say 80%, yeah. It's still there. It was almost shocking. And another thing I pointed out was they asked me about, oh, look, you're involved in so many YouTube videos. That's true. But they try to like, name one YouTuber. Yeah, like, oh, so how did you come up with the idea for, how is it like working with this person kind of question? And I don't want to shift the conversation to somebody else who's not there when you're actually the one being a guest on the podcast. Why don't you just focus on me? So I also mentioned that one. When the question in Japanese, you are translating? No. They're all in English. It's English speaking podcast. Good morning, Joe. Hi. Oh yeah, I gotta bring my notebook. Yeah, sure. Note 出してくるね. What did I say? What did you think that way? In fact, these shows never watch Conan O'Brien or listen to his podcast. No, like, I don't know the code of it. I don't know how they decided to let's make YouTube channel. Well, a lot of people started YouTube channel, especially during COVID or even pre-COVID. God, it was all the rage. And their main business. He got his guests in a great mood and would always highlight their talents. Like, I watched some of the interview videos and like at least the comment were, oh, like, oh, this is a great interview, or oh, I can learn so much about it. They felt like they got some audience or fans, maybe, on their show. I mean, they're not a big channel, but still grown some fans. No, don't want it. Isn't this cute? But yeah, I wonder. Okay, my life, born Lester from looking at my knife. Born in Chiyoda Ward. In Tokyo. Ichibancho. Campus だね. Writing down. Near Emperor's Place. Paris. Oh, chat, I want to really go to the bathroom. Can I go to the bathroom? I just think it's too much tea. Can I go get some tea? No, not get some tea. I mean, can I release the tea? Release the tea. I guess that's one way to describe a pee. Hello, I'm back. Have this video. Yes, please vote for me for Evil Words. Let me have more tea. I need more tea. Gengar. I brought Gengar. Welcome back. Thank you. Evil Words commercial though. It's cool, right? Isn't it cute? Frog made it. I commissioned Frog. He's not here yet. Today, but. What's 結構聞くよね。Okay, I was born in Chiyoda Ward, Tokyo, and Chiyoda Ward is kind of known to be kind of posh area, like central Tokyo. And you know, you guys already know, like my parents were kind of snobbish people. And they kept referring to not just Chiyoda Ward, but Ichibancho, that's like near Emperor's Palace. It's like an Emperor's neighborhood. So they're kind of proud of the fact that we were living in the neighborhood. It gotta be expensive, posh area. So, 今京都です. That's that. And then, well, regionally, I went to Meguro Ward to Meguro Ward and Shinagawa Ward. They're very close to each other. Meguro Ward, Shinagawa Ward. Shinagawa Ward. We're so central Tokyo. Posh. She's a city girl. Well, my father is from Osaka. My mother is from Oita. So they are not from Tokyo. Again, it's like that's how much I can share, right? I'm like, I'm not gonna share my birthday. Like, I don't really care about birthday. That's for one thing. But I think the more they get to describe who you are, and the more things you get to talk about besides JB, right? More timing to shift the topics. Whenever they want to get back to like JB stuff, like I can just by the way. And I don't know, I feel comfortable sharing that much, right? Because like a lot of people, this is like English speaking audience they have. It's English podcast. So maybe they don't know much about the geography in Tokyo, geography in Japan in general. So maybe they'll be interested to hear all these locational differences, especially as a Japan native. Because if you're a foreigner, let's say moving to Japan, you might think Japan, like initially, it's all the same, right? But once you learn more about it, like, okay, it's more spread out and each region has different personality, different culture, just like in the United States, for example. You won't, just because you say UK, but you probably find Scottish accent more prominent, like different cultures in, like Edinburgh and London, quite different, I'm guessing. It could be educational for the viewers. Like, I want to bring something to the viewers too. And she's a girl from Azumanga Daioh? What, Osaka? I'm not sure. 過去英語は? よいしょ. I can talk about my snobbish parent too. Refer to the book when it comes. I mean, if they want to talk about JV stuff, I was like, yeah, please get my book. Please read my book. You can read my book. What's that? Oh yeah, I have to like learn that tax fraud thing like my mother was. I don't know what it's called. Let me check that. 税金領収書もらう? What's the crime of the tax fraud? She was trying to get me. Yeah, I haven't like sent back the letter yet. Recommended a book to y'all. Generating. Oh, thank you, Neko-sama. Konnichiwa, what's up? Avoid Apothecary Diaries artist tax crime. She was like one of the manga artists. There are 2 manga adaptations. 友達にもらう罪とか調べよう。ようくり何それ。来た。他人の領収書をもらって経費にするのは来た。脱税です。Tax evasion. I found an article saying that it's a tax evasion to use somebody's receipt. Okay, I need the name of the crime so that I can write back to my mother. Where? Then she'll never give me letters anymore. That's it. Okay, 그리고 나대건 said, oh, you were not there when I got the letter from my mother? But she didn't send the letter. She just like put the letter into my post. I have to send it back. And I have to write down like, oh, don't try to get me to commit tax fraud and tax evasion. I don't know if the priests are really going to be concerned. It's not the priests. I think it's more about, it's a shame. They'll be afraid. If I ever try to report that, then they'll be hesitant to talk to me anymore. That's my objective, Ryan. And tax evasion is not really a priest thing. It's more for, what's the word? Yeah. 国税庁は、国税庁、英語。Let me find the English translation of the National Tax Agency. National Tax Agency in Japan. NTA. Yeah, but it's not police matter. If I write that down on the envelopes, then again, don't encourage me to do tax evasion in red. Then like, oh, I have opened the letter saying like, hey, I took the evidence. I took the photo of the evidence. Then they'll be afraid to send me anything more again. Actually, I don't know if NTA are going to be concerned. Again, well, they'll be sweating. My parents, I know how they are. They'll be afraid to be called out. And they think like I'll be okay with grabbing those extra receipts. Desperately. I don't need extra receipts. I got enough receipts. First of all, I don't need that. 確定申告、そう。でもこれはね、違うの。明日のね、インタビューのね、まとめでやっております、先に。親の愚痴を言ってました。Funny thing is how most people in my country are not scared of police. What? Really? But if the National Treasury goes after them, then everyone's like, you're a dipshit. Tax evasion. My parents, like, they don't want to be a shameful citizen. Machine gun carry reference that we had earlier. I know their weak spot. They don't have they don't want to have shame. They got this public face that I can destroy. More power to it. Anyhow, and then Meguro Ward, Shinagawa Ward, Central Tokyo. And also I can drop in the fact that my mother is from Kyushu area, and Kyushu is actually known to be like a sexist area. Like, got a reputation to be a sexist region in Japan. And then that's going to kind of explain how my mother is, or how my family is towards like gender role and everything, if they wanted to talk about gender role earlier. Is that like they can freeze people's bank accounts? Unless you're skillfully taking advantage of loopholes, tax revenue agency will come down hard on you. Well, it will come down? Well, won't come down, right? Like that. But you never know, like your client can be sus. So you might, like one of your many clients turned out to be very sus. And yeah, because you have some business time with them, then tax agency can go after you just to make sure that you're also not sus. I heard about that. I heard about from actually makeup artists. Then I think it was like one of the JV companies. I don't know how fast and they were doing tax evasion, but she got caught too because she was doing business with them. And yeah, I don't think she was doing anything bad, but she was freelance, so I guess she was told to like pay a lot more money for compensation. And she said like, I cried and like I got it reduced. Or I didn't have to pay anymore because I cried, and I just like, no, talk to the emotions. Somehow crying works. I don't think it should, but yeah, because it's just an individual woman, freelance, and it's not like she is like a sus lady being a CEO of like some grand scam. So maybe they thought like, okay, and you know, when women are crying, like you cannot really do anything about it but to be forgiven. Crying is OP. Yeah, somehow crying works. It's like billionaires who don't pay themselves. they take loans secured on. Yeah, but none of us are billionaires here, so yeah, crying is superpower. Okay, Tokyo. Yeah, mother, father. It's gonna be longer and longer. Osaka, Oita, Kyushu. Exist. And I went to girls only Protestant school. That could be interesting. Because you might want something very quintessential Japanese from me, and the Japanese living in Japan kind of guess. That's not necessarily the case. Crying is a good move, but I have a bomb. No way. You're gonna get, if you say I have a bomb, you're gonna get arrested. They're gonna call police on you. That's interesting. I've been thinking about crying lately. The good thing is tax agency won't knock your door. Running for rehearsal, then I'm just trying to compose my thought. Because, you know, it's my second language, so no. I don't want to be, like, oh, what's the word? Like, I don't want to sound stupid, so I'm trying to compose my thought. Because I think maybe initially you get asked, like, so what would they want to start with my childhood. I could expand from there. And the more topic I get to talk about, then they don't really have to go there, go to that obvious topic that they have been holding onto from the beginning, right? Just trying to give them more topics to expand. Because obviously, like, they could only think of JB somehow. They could only think of JB or like a famous YouTubers I work with. That's not really my favorite topics. So I'm trying to just give them more give them more topics. They only did like Wikipedia research, Google research, so they don't know anything about me. So I'm just giving them more information. How nice am I? Maybe Sweden, Manipul. Don't need to think about taxes unless I want most of it. So 明日の質問いろいろ準備。英語だからね、一応ね。いろいろリストとかちゃんと準備したいです。なんだっけ、この言葉なんて言うんだっけとかに。あわあわしないように。Girls only Protestant school from kindergarten through high school. Tax has no income tax. Wish I had the multilingual. It's just 2 for me. Roppongi area. Wait a second, I have to say Roppongi stuff. Through high school. So I could say Texas has no income tax. Oh, only Texas? What about other states? Yeah, also, like, you don't want to have, like, a Freudian slip to, like, give them an in to talk about JV. Like, you don't want to give them an in. Because of how they have been already, they don't deserve that. They don't deserve me to start a conversation with JB. Like, they have to be the one starting the conversation. They have to be the one. So, I'm trying my best not to bring out the JB topic. They're kind of practice too. It has to be them bringing it up. So I can have a gotcha moment. Using a pen. Yeah, I haven't used a pen for a long time though. Alaska, Florida, Nevada. Oh, wow, so many. Nevada too? Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot actually. Sunday morning. Oh, we can talk about religions.
my family. Spiritual. I think Japanese people are generally spiritual. Sorry, forgot to make that more readable. Most of the taxes are already handled by the government. Oh wow, really? They do most of it? You don't really have to file anything? That's so good. Well, I'm a freelance, so I have to go through all my numbers. Well, if you're hired by somebody in Japan, yeah, there's nothing you can do. But if you are the one hiring, if you're the one being in charge of your own finance, then you have to do a lot more. But you can also claim a lot for expense. And I didn't kind of know it's all English because it's English. I mean, it's English podcast. Why would I think in Japanese? That's just so not efficient. No, sorry, Sarah. Maybe you just came in. Okay. Then got into university, 4-year university. I don't have to say which one, just 4-year university. 4-year university. Still in Tokyo. Sports newspaper. I had internship. Yeah, Yomiuri Shimbun. Shimbun? It's okay. I just came in. Yeah. Yomiuri Shimbun. Company, newspaper company, Yomiuri Shimbun. And then worked at Tokyo Sports. The thing is, I'm not sure they're familiar with any of the newspaper names because their audience is English speakers. So I kind of have to explain each one actually. It's more about how do you skip some of the entertainment industry part. Yeah, so after Tokyo Sports, I have started working at some well, I did some teaching or took some English job as part-time job. Some English school, cram school. Was there something you wanted to be before becoming a reporter? Not really. I mean, even like becoming a reporter I couldn't really decide what I wanted to focus on in my life. And I was very curious. I have been a curious person. So I want to talk to more people from different fields. And I saw being in media would allow me to do that. And I went to a job seminar for undergraduates. And there are a lot of companies coming in. And one newspaper company, that was Asahi Shimbun, their PR person said that we make new products every day. That's newspaper. And it sounded kind of cool. Like, oh yeah, it does make sense. You make something new every day. That sounds interesting. You're working on a new product every single day. That's something unique. So I got interested in newspaper because of that. Although, yeah, the paper news is definitely dying. It's moribund. So, but when it comes to like a news articles or even TV shows, no one is making the same thing every day. Like being a part of a new product every day sounds kind of exhilarating.
That's why I got into newspaper. But yeah, it was already kind of last decade kind of media at the time. So I was already thinking about leaving anyway and become like a freelance writer, freelance maybe journalist eventually. But in Japan, not maybe just in Japan, but you can tell me that for your resume you need like big company names to back you up, right? You can add more credibility that you are from like a known company, known media. That like you might be good enough. You have good enough experience to continue your freelance journey, and you might be eligible enough to write some articles for some clients. That's why I wanted to get into like a major, Japanese companies, media, to earn some credibility. Newspaper is super important. How else are Spider-Man and Superman supposed to survive without them? Yeah, newspaper business was already archaic at the time. It was definitely dying. Now TV is also dying. I think they also started talking about TV is becoming older media, but not really at that time. Internet wasn't that big. Like there was no internet TV much. YouTube was not that huge. Internet, YouTube was still more about trying to find the TV show that you miss watching. Then somebody illegally uploaded. Different time back then. And then, I work at a part-time English cram teacher. Then, how do I skip fast forward the Kaho Shibuya parts? What became Kaho Shibuya? I'm pretty sure they want to get into that, but I guess I became Kaho Shibuya. That part you can read my book to find more about it, how it happened. Okay, just like introducing my book there, probably. 8 episode streaming show, then 12 episode anime. What do you think, Joe? どうも。どうしようかな。Looking for then I became Kaho Shibuya. See my book for more information. Anyways, moving on. That's not too awkward. Well, when you started working part-time, it's like a 5 to 9. Well, it's not 5 to 9, but it was from like a 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. More consistent schedule. Schedule than journalists. More free time. Just tell them to buy the book. Yes, Zero. Look for something fun. Look for something fun. Look for something unique and interesting. Yeah. Well, it's not really helpful when you say like, oh, I became Kaho Shibuya, but check out my book. That's not really helpful. I can just explain it in my own words and just skip it and moving on. I have a journalism degree. If you want to share information, study on the information better. Look for something more unique and interesting to write about, talk about. Okay, good idea. So I went to this agency for like other part-time jobs. Part-time reviewer, part-time job. But I wasn't sure it was an agency first. Well, you can call it agency, not like management agency job. Like I heard there is a job. Actually, I heard it from another media person that she worked as like extra person at a party, like a drinking party, like a mixer. There was a mixer and they couldn't find enough girls. They didn't have enough girls, so they wanted one more girl. And she got hired as like another girl, and she had to pretend like she knows everybody there, like she knows all the girls, like she's just one of the friends. But she was just hired to be there. Like extra mixer kind of job. And extra mixer, but I wanted something like that. And then I got like adult toy reviewer. But I don't know how much I should explain that part, because that's an interesting part in the book. Maybe I should kind of make it vague, and so that people are gonna read my book. All right. Yeah, I don't want to explain too much. So maybe they're gonna read the book. Like extra at a mixer. And during that process, they got me debuted. I saw a company that quit your job for you is quite something. Yeah, that's more news though. That's more recent, but I think they got arrested recently. Yeah, I think it was about sharing client information that shouldn't be shared. What was the reason for arrest? I forgot. It was a violation of handling some information, I think. モニターインフルエンサーってことは当時なかったからね。モニターはインフルエンサー兼モニターは今あるかもしれないけど、モニターは違う。ただ誰でもいいんだよね。有名な人である。インフルエンサーである必要はない。フォロワーとかいなくて OK。モニターだけなら。They got me debut. Shibuya. More details in my book. Kana? I mean, they'll probably want to ask more. Kaho Shibuya. The process質問増えてきた了解。どうしようかね。How do I get to that Kaho Shibuya part? That would be kind of difficult. I don't want to dwell on that part. How do I handle that flow of conversation? That's how I got debuts as Kaho Shibuya. As Kaho Shibuya JV actress. JV. Oh, I don't want to restart the JV conversation. I don't even drop the word from my end. I want them. Yeah, it's gonna, if I bring it up, then it'll be okay to check it out. Yeah, maybe just like skip it kind of way. More details in my book. Also, I left the agency. Well, but I don't really want to do it. Do it now. One thing I remember from your book was you got interested in being an AV extra web parent. I don't want to bring that up, Ryan. No, oh no, I never became an extra. But if somebody like read my book like you did, Ryan, then they can ask those questions. But I don't think they have read the book. If they have read the book, then they can they want to ask more questions from the book. I'll be interested. I guess it will be worthy to answer. Maybe. But they have to be the one bringing it up. I don't want to be the one bringing it up. Like in most interviews, like, I don't know. What kind of work is monitor? Monitor, so it's, well, I know like when you say monitor in English, it gotta be the physical monitor to play your game, extreme games, something like that. And it's like you're monitoring. So you're, well, let's say that you're reviewing this like Gunpla, and I can see how difficult it is to build that Gunpla. And like, oh, the color pigment here is like amazing. Right? Oh, it's the mobility of the Gunpla is fantastic. That you're monitoring, you're reviewing. So it's like a technical reviewer assessing the value of the product. And hopefully, you know, you're helping promote that toy or yeah, whatever. That was like hypothetical. I know that would bother. I mean, like, I'm trying to avoid the JV topic. I'm trying not to like bring it up on my end. You don't activate it. Quality assurance. Yeah, well, you don't have to be an influencer, but you get asked to review this item, and you don't have to always say the nice things. Maybe they pay you to say nice things, so. But you're making sure the product is in good condition, it's good to go. Avoid the topic, I got some money, then I decided to become my own brand. Okay, Humikage. Hey, welcome for some chat. They got me debut as Kaho Shibuya, more details in my book. But now I can just probably keep going. And now I am doing so many different things. More details in prima. Oh, I guess now I'm freelance. Now I'm freelance. Not like I'm doing different things. So that what you did initially. Freelance. No. A lot of agencies. I'm a freelance. Or get some help here and there, but not with agency. Or managed by anybody. I'm my own entity. I have changed agencies. Freelance, well, changed agencies, hired manager. It's more freelance job. I cannot imagine a company hiring people full-time. Just complain. You get to complain and buy cynical. Yes, get paid for it, right? It sounds like a dream job. So many false friends in borrowed term from English and Japanese. You understand random. By anybody. Well, the great thing about being a freelancer, you get to have control. Have control. take your own credit. Get credited. Credited. Have control. Get credited. What's the other thing? I think. Well, I can like myself more and more. I respect myself more and more. Handling yourself. Self-love, self-respect. そうです。あ、やっほこんばんは。あさみさん。明日ね、インタビューがあるからちょっといろいろまとめて、英語のインタビューなので、どんなこと聞かれるかなってね。ポッドキャスト系だからね、結構喋ると思うんですよ。なので、いろいろ書き出してました。have control, get credited, grow more self-respect. Self-love, self-respect. めっちゃ書いててびっくり。でももうなんか1ページ終わりそうになっちゃう。Yeah, I don't know how the competition is gonna take there. There's no question about my personal life. At least like they think that's rude. Apparently. I wouldn't mind talking about personal life though, but there's none. There's none. I have been writing a second book, but my publisher has to let me know the progress. ここですぐ隣が駅なの。朝多分電車の音で起きる。Won't stay comfortable. Yeah, you won't stay comfortable, and I think I kind of like that. Some people like to feel comfortable and get better at things, like just want to continue the things that you can be better at than others. Whatever, trying new things you like. For news, drawing. Progress of editing, publishing. I'm not sure they haven't, like, no, I think they might be busy, so I have to pinch them. But I'm busy right now, so I don't have to pinch them. What if they say, like, oh, let's have a meeting tomorrow or next week? It's just like, I can't deal with that right now. So once I'm done with tax, and then I'll probably say, like, hey, what's up with that? You're being slow. Trying things you like for new skills. Yeah. Anything I want to talk about in particular that I haven't talked in other, because like all the JV talk, not just like it wouldn't help me rebrand myself, but also it's just boring. So I've been asked so many times. Yeah, so what the thing maybe you want to talk about? Let's write that down. Like just the topic. It doesn't, I don't have to write down everything. Like, just the title of things you want to talk about. What you want to talk about. Want to talk about. I definitely like to talk about my parents more, like how things like they said in about life in general, to see like international, they got an international audience, how they react. And like even like by Japanese audience, some people think like they're kind of toxic, like that way of thinking. But like, international, is it worse or not? バレンタインとか来ましたとか。バレンタインは配信してたゲーム。ちょこちょっと食べたよ。ちょこちょっと食べて。特にバレンタインイベントとか今年はなかったらね。仕事を普通にして、一生合わせがあって。家帰ってチョコ食べて、食べながら配信しました。柿の種も食べましたが。柿の種チョコはあんま好きじゃない。parents upbringing. Yeah, I want to see how they will react listening to that kind of story that if they would think it's problematic, my parents' web syncing behavior. そう、もうドラクエ7はクリアしました。今ね、龍が如く3やってますよ。極みの。Parents upbringing. And what else? What else I want to talk about? Oh, maybe the freelance thing, like agency. Maybe I want to kind of vent officially about my manager. Not necessarily just one manager, but still some management. Just in general, manager in general. All of them have been an ass. Manager independence. So I want to officially vent about those things in interviews. That'd be nice. Want to pitch about evil? Yeah, more like a new stuff. What I have been doing. Current work. I could vent about, well, if they get into the JB topic, I could vent about Abema TV stuff as well. And by denouncing Abema TV, I'm just technically denouncing people who just want to focus on you, JB extras. So the interviewer would feel bad initially filling that questionnaire with all those JB questions. That I wouldn't bring up anything JB related on my end until they started. Evil. Second book. What else? More events, maybe? What else? 友達的いっぱいだね。そんなことない。かな? More events. Yeah, those three things maybe I want to mention. If they mention the Abema. Yes, I think those things. Not like three main ones unrelated to JB. Okay, I think that's good. そんぐらいかな? What else I want to talk about? Not really much. I think that's it. I hope it's interesting enough though. こんな感じ。よし、できたかな? Anything else? Like, can you think of anything, chat? Anything you want to ask me that I'll be interested in hearing from me besides, of course, the adult industry stuff? Or anything about particular YouTuber, like, oh yeah, you were on this YouTube, Kaho. How was it? Or how was it working with this YouTuber? That kind of thing. That's more talking about them, not me. What do you think, chat? どうかな? ネタ. That would be interesting. Yeah, when she does chores. Yeah, more events, like even movie, Denmark, Japan, movie festival.エボ後何の予定？エボはでも全部終わるの。エボの翌週はアニメエクスポだからね。What about your personal favorite anime games, Taku? Oh, and your history wisdom? Oh, maybe when I talk about Evo, I can also talk about game. But I don't think the interviewer is familiar with any game or manga or anime. I don't think that his channel is more about foreigners living in Japan or like living in Japan in general, but doing podcasts in English. So I don't think he's like a nerd in any way. So I don't think he can expand on that topic, game, manga. I'm not sure which anime game. Like you can say, oh, I have Violet Evergarden, and like, oh, cool, and like, if you know the show, like, oh yeah, that's like one of the best from KyoAni. Yeah, KyoAni. Like you can talk about the studio too, and you can expand farther and farther. But no. I think the interviewer, if it's the same person, then I think he has been in different countries. Now living in Japan, originally from Europe. But anyhow, share your favorite shops or cafes in Kyoto. I don't know. I don't have to promote any cafes though. Like you need more photos for those things. Regular at all those places, not necessary, of course. Recommendation for places to visit? Study method for learning English? Or language learning? That sounds odd. Really, I have to be the one talking about it. Favorite? Oh, I mean, favorite anime, game, manga, question mark? I don't know. So far they haven't asked, but if I have a chance, maybe I can slip in the relationship things that I hate people assuming that when you're single, like you must want somebody to be with you. I'm not emotionally needy. I kind of want to talk about that. Romance or none of it. Romance. Or no need of it. Kind of, if I can. So that I kind of want to establish that. It's a small channel, so, you know, unless it goes viral. Maybe talk about the arcane arc of Kukiome. Like in general, and in Japanese, like about the necessity to learn as Japanese. It really annoys me, like, even when you're talking to like another creator, like not necessarily fans, like, when they know like you're single, like they assume like, oh, like, you're gonna have somebody, or you're gonna meet somebody, like, it's okay kind of way. Like, it's like, who said I want that? And I feel bad for saying, no, I don't want that, because like, they're having happy relationships, so like, it's not what I want to deny what they're having. Though I kind of want to talk about that in an interview so that I don't feel bad about it, right? Yeah. Maybe. Kana? Okay. Romance. And I can talk about how introverted I was. Well, I can start from the introversy. My personality. Introverted personality. Yeah, there's nothing about my personality in the questionnaire. Nothing. I guess I can start from introverted personality to romance. Yeah, so people just shut up about their personal life. Okay. Nice of you, thank you. I got a bra plastic on. Which one? Oh, that one? Yeah, that's bra. The beige one. I'm gonna wear that tomorrow. No big deal. Everyone wears a bra. What if I don't wear a bra? That's gonna be more bigger issue, right? Of course I wear a bra. Yeah, it's nothing fancy. No, I'm not mad at you or anything. Sorry. Don't make a big deal out of bra. Bro. Oh, bro. Oh, how is the dating scene, Kaho? I don't think I was gonna ask that, but I guess started from my personality, how introverted I am. Like my private life being private, like just with myself. I got nothing to hide. But I like spending time with myself. I even go to a Michelin star restaurant by myself, so I enjoy that. That's all button. They might ask about politics. Do you think? I mean, of course, as a citizen, I am interested in politics, but I'm not going to try to be left or right or just more pragmatic to me, what matters to me. But also, I don't really want to try to depict myself as somebody highly political because, well, first of all, I am not. Also, that's not the reason. Like, whenever parents, like voice actors or actors, comedians, anyone, whenever they start having like political talk, that could like people can back off because that's not the reason why they follow those people. That could irritate your viewers, that could irritate your fans. So I rather, avoid talking about stuff. Politics is serious talk with even with a politician. And they're like, oh, what do I know? Like, I don't think I know everything. I know some aspect, but I'm pretty sure that's not everything. I cannot be the one representing here how things work. I have some knowledge, but not really that deep. I feel like I should be the person talking about Japanese politics just because I'm Japanese. But even when you're listening to somebody, I try not to just take all the words and absorb everything because that is coming from their filter. Even when they say like, oh, I'm just like somewhere in the middle, like I'm not red or blue, but it's coming from their biases too, and you don't know how they got the information. So I appreciate they're explaining everything, but at the same time, I'm trying not to take everything as they are. You gotta be careful with the information. Must be prepared for any kind of question they might ask. True. Going to politics is going to make you polarizing. It's not good. Well, I don't know their stance. That's for the best. Oh no, hey, welcome back. Like not to take everything as they are. Because even like a history books, like one textbook said this and the other, who am I to say like this is wrong and this is right? I'm not anthropologist, so I really shouldn't be the one talking about it. Like I say, like I assume this might be the case. Or some fact, like, oh yeah, like this road doesn't exist in Japan. We don't have the same rule in Japan. Or something funny. I just came up with some topic. Not topic, but just like some joke to drop in. Can't share. I'm a Democrat by living the democratic machine of Chicago. There are many improvements you own, right? And yeah, I have been voting. I'm definitely not indifferent. If you can dodge the question, that'd be nice. If they want to go like a deep in public, or if they want to bring some sensational topics, right? But we can always I can always counter with like whatever like sensational right now on the internet. That's definitely not for Japan. There's no
Yes. I think it's good. We can talk for definitely 1 hour. I don't know how much they want to cut. Well. Yes, できた. Now it's still before 1 a.m. Oh, it's almost 1 a.m. Motherfucker. Sorry. Oopsie daisy. If you can dodge those questions, then that would be nice. Yes. よし、じゃあ、やりますか. Let's do this. 10, oh, how many? How many now? ご苦労様でございます。30回か。30 now, じゃあ。30. I love it when you cuss. よし、行くぞ。Alrighty. Let me, wait. Yes. Yes, I still got the charging it now. 行くよ。1, 1. Oh, damn, my knee. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. My elbows are touching my knees. 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20. That's 10. 22, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24. I'm getting dry. Let me turn off the heater. 25, 25, 25, 25, or did I do 25 already? 26, 26, 27, 27, 28, 28. Are you sure the guy did one extra or not? Wait a second. Was I counting right? 29, 29, 30, 30. My idea of vacation, just staying at home. That sounds like my knees when I do squat. Arigato. Your head squat is good for health. Before do 2 extra just to be sure. No, you have no. やり直させないで。ちゃんと1個なんか余計にやんなかったスクワット。Are you sure about that? よいしょ。Well, I can only rate one person right now because, well, we got a parade yesterday from their channel. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's rate Gramro. よし、Gramro 行きましょう。昨日ね、いっぱいビットもらったんで、we got lots of bits from them, so let's rate back. First play, oh, wait a second, wait. Oh, just chatting. Let's join the talk. いや、カバコいいね。ありがとう。じゃあ、お風呂入るわ。I'll take a bath. I'll wash my face and take a bath. おやすみなさい。ありがとう。I might do maybe like a TikTok live stream in the morning to get ready with like, yeah, all the look. Yeah, for the makeup and all. Maybe I'll try to do that. Now it's morning, so like your European viewers, you might be sleeping. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, Otto. Hope the podcast goes well. They don't ask too many annoying questions. I'll fight back. I'll make things awkward. It could be interesting. It might go viral because of that. I think I'm gonna get some full bed. Yeah, I understand, Ryan. Yeah, we are going to bed for the first time at the same time. Hey, coffee, have a good night. Arigato. Thank you. Yeah, Ryan, you're going to sleep. I'm going to sleep. That's fair. でこっちゅう却下やめてくちゃくない。なくないはず。よし。Yeah, you can watch the pod. Don't worry about it. Thank you. See you tomorrow. ではでは、just for Phoenix right if they ask that question.